Hello students, welcome back. So students, today we will begin a very new chapter which is MS Word 2010 interface. So students, first of all let us know what is MS Word or Microsoft Word. So students, MS Word is an application software where we write in a computer using a keyboard. Here we can make notes, write question answers, write letters, prepare the list of phone numbers, write messages, etc. So students, in short, here we can do all kinds of writing activities which we normally do in our notebooks, and each of these is called documents. So students, MS Word is a word processing software. Word processing means typing, editing and formatting a text, which is developed by a company named Microsoft, and hence it is called MS Word. Now students, let us know the steps to start MS Word 2010. So students, to start MS Word, first of all we need to click on Start. Then we need to click on Apps, and then we need to choose Microsoft Office. Then we will find a list of programs will appear in front of us which are a part of MS Office. Then we need to click on MS Word 2010. After clicking on it, you would find a blank window like this. Now let us know the components of MS Word 2010. So students, there are different components of MS Word 2010 window. They are Quick Access Toolbar, Title Bar, Ribbon, Ruler, Status Bar, Scroll Bar, Working Area, etc. Now, let us discuss each of them in details. The Quick Access Toolbar. The Quick Access Toolbar is located at the upper left corner of the title bar next to the Microsoft Word icon. It contains a set of commands that are independent of the tab that is currently displayed. It contains some commonly used options like undo, redo and save. So here you can add some of the options too. Next, title bar. The bar at the top is called the title bar. It displays the name of the application, for example Microsoft Word, and then the name of the current document. There are three buttons at the right of the title bar. They are minimize, restore and close. Next, ribbon. The ribbon includes toolbars and menus. It is designed to help you quickly find commands that you need to complete a task. The commands are organized in groups which are connected in tabs such as File, Home, Insert, Page Layout and so on. Home tab displays the most commonly used commands while typing the text and formatting it. If you select Insert tab, it starts displaying other tools that are related to insert picture, clip art, text, table, shapes, charts or other things. Next is ruler. The ruler is located on the top of the document area that shows page measurement, which is used to change the length and width of a page margin. Next, status bar. Status bar is located at bottom right corner of the window, which provides us various informations regarding the page number, word count, language, page layout and zoom slider. Next is scroll bar. There are two types of scroll bars, vertical and horizontal scroll bars, which help us to see the text that do not fit on the screen. Next we have work area. The area where we type a document is called the document area or the working area. Now students, let us know how to insert a text in a document. So students, in order to begin writing in MS Word, you need to open the application, take the mouse pointer to the File tab and click on New from the drop down menu. Select the blank document option and click on Create button. You will see a blank document on the screen with a blinking cursor in the document area. You can now start typing your document. MS Word will automatically move the word to the next line that do not fit in the current line. This feature of Word is called word wrap. So students, you can keep typing without worrying about how much text fits in a line. Once you complete a paragraph, you have to press the Enter key on the keyboard to start a new paragraph. And once you finish writing your document, you have to save your document. And to save your document, you can click on Save option on the Quick Access toolbar or click on File tab and then click Save option by typing a name of your document and clicking on the dialog box. Now, MS Word will save the document in your computer, which you can use later on if you want to make any kind of changes in it. Now, let us see how to select a text using a mouse. So students, first let us know why do we need to select a text. So students, we need to select a text when you want to move it to some other place or when you want to make a copy of a particular text. So students, let us see how we can select a text. So first of all, we need to place the mouse pointer on the text. Next, we need to press the left click button and drag the mouse in the desired direction. Now, you can select the desired text or object by dragging the mouse to the left, right, up or down. Now, when the text is selected, you will find that the text is highlighted in blue. That means your text has been selected. Now, let us see how we can edit a text. So students, the text we write in MS Word can be edited by some of the options which we find on the Home tab. The options to edit a text are Cut, Copy and Paste. Now let us discuss each of these options. Cut. So students, this cut option is used to move the text which we have selected from one place to another. To move it to a new place, we use the paste option to paste in a new place. So students, to cut a text, we need to first of all select the text which we need to cut. Then we need to click on the Home tab and select the cut option from the clipboard. Next, copy. So students, this option is used to copy a particular text or any object to a new place by again pasting it to a new place. Now let us see how we can select a text and copy it. So students, in order to copy a text, first we need to select a text, then we need to click on the Home tab and select the copy option from the clipboard and then paste it to a new place. Now let us see how we can paste a particular text. So students, first we need to select the text. Then we need to cut or copy and place the cursor on the location where you want to place it. And then you need to select the paste option in the clipboard group of the Home tab. Next, let us look into undo and redo options. So students, when we want to reverse the last action which we have performed, we need to click on the undo button, which we can find on the Quick Access toolbar. Next, we have redo option. This redo button is used to repeat the last action we have performed. So students, next we have find and replace. So students, suppose you have made a mistake while typing and that particular word is used numerous times in the text with the wrong spelling. So now, in order to edit that particular word and replace with the correct word, first of all we need to select the find option in the editing group of the Home tab. Then we will see a dialog box. Here we need to type the text which you want to search. After typing the text which you want to search for in Find Word box. Then we need to click on Find Next button. MS Word then will search for that particular text, and then once the text is found, it can be replaced with a new word by clicking on the Replace button. Next, we have spelling and grammar. So students, you would be amazed to know that MS Word has a special feature which is automatic spell checker, which is used for correcting the spelling mistakes. MS Word has a dictionary of its own. When you type words into it, it compares with the word you have typed to its dictionary. Now, if it doesn't find the word in its dictionary, it shows that there is a spelling mistake and it is underlined. Now, students, to correct that particular word, we need to right click on it. Then a shortcut menu appears in front of us which displays the suggested words. We can then select the correct option from there. Now, if you found that the word which you have typed is correct but still it is showing red line, then you can click on Ignore All, and you can even add that particular word in MS Word dictionary by clicking on Add to Dictionary, so that next time it doesn't show you any error. And this feature also helps you to correct common typing errors automatically. And to turn on spelling and grammar, we need to click on Review tab. After that, you can click on Spelling and Grammar option. The spelling and grammar box will appear. Next, you will find a section named Not in Dictionary. This section highlights the incorrect spellings and shows you the suggestions. You can then change it by choosing from the suggestion list, or you can ignore it by clicking Ignore Once. And if you are done with the spelling and grammar check, then you can click on OK. Next, we have Change Case. So students, this option helps you to change the case of the text which you have written. Now, there are some options which help you to change the case of the selected text. The first is Sentence Case. If you click on it, then the first character of every sentence will be converted into uppercase, that means in capital letters. Next we have Uppercase. If you click on it, then the selected text will be converted into uppercase or in capital letters. Next we have Lowercase. Now, if you click on it, then the selected text will be converted into lowercase, which is small letters. Next we have Capitalize each word. So students, if you click on it, the first character of every word which is selected will be in uppercase. And the last one which you have is Toggle Case. In this case, if we click on it, then the selected text will be changed in reverse order. That is, the small letters will be changed into capital letters and capital letters into small letters. Now, let us know how to change the case. So students, to change the case, we need to follow some steps, which are, first of all, we need to select the text. Then we need to click on the drop down arrow next to the Change Case option in the front group of the Home tab. Then we need to choose the required case for the selected text from the drop down list, and the case of the text will be changed. So students, this was all about the chapter. Hope you have understood it. Thank you.